Good morning. At this point, you should have completed your reading comprehension passage with 10 questions. And if you have clicked this link and are listening to this, then you have been reading The Boy Who Saved Baseball this last 6 weeks. Okay. The way this test is aligned is you will have 23 multiple choice questions, all coming from the novel that you have been reading. Okay. All right, the following questions are from the novel you have read this 6 weeks during your SSR time. Read each question carefully and select the best choice. If you are taking this assessment in the classroom, be sure to record your answers on your answer document that is on the front of your test. Okay? If you need to pause and rewind and listen to a question or answer choices again, please do so. Okay. Number 1, what is the Dream Sketcher? A, the name of Tom's favorite movie. B, the name of Tom's notebook. C, the name of Tom's bat. D, the name of Tom's dog. Number 2, in chapter 1, what does Tom try to convince Doc not to do? A, move away from Dillontown. B, sell the land to the developers. C, keep the land. D, share the land with the mayor. Cruz shrugged and answered as easy as giving out the time of day. Page 32. What type of figurative language is this an example of? A, hyperbole. B, metaphor. C, simile. D, alliteration. Number 4, what did Cruz's father say would drown the little voice in a person's gut? A, being a coward. B, stubborn. C, greed. D, anger. Question 5. Why does Delgado want the kids to run down the mountain towards second base? A, to see how fast they are. B, to see who the strongest player on the team is. C, so they can learn to anticipate things and build new pathways. D, to see if they are worth his time. Number 6, what does Cruz believe is the solution to help save Dillontown? A, put an advertisement in the paper to help get better players to join the baseball team. B, convince Doc that the construction of the land will be bad for the environment. C, have the team practice 3 times a day with only a break for lunch. D, have Dante Delgado come coach the baseball team. Number 7, what is a Kumeyaay? Pardon the pronunciation. A breed of horse. B, an Indian tribe. C, a type of wood used to make baseball bats. Or D, a famous Hispanic meal. Number 8, the real reason Delgado walked away from baseball was A, he wasn't having fun anymore. B, he felt he was cheating and wanted to preserve baseball. C, he got into a fight with other players on his team. D, he thought baseball had become a stupid game. Question number 9. The chicken pecked harder at his toes, and Tom had to shift his feet, then gently boot the pesky bird sideways, sending it balking into the flower bed. What is the meaning of pesky in this sentence? A, loud. B, beautiful. C, dangerous. D, annoying. Question 10. What is Dante Delgado's role or title on the Dillontown Wildcats baseball team? A, supervisor. B, hitting coach. C, assistant coach. Or D, manager. Number 11, at the end of chapter 1, why does Tom feel like he's going to a funeral? A, Doc has died. B, his horse Pronto has died. C, the town is going to be upset with him if they lose the game. Or D, Tom always feels this way. Number 12, what is the only flaw in Cruz's hitting simulator video game? A, you can't tell if you actually hit the ball. B, the graphics are horrible. C, the pitcher can only pitch one way. D, you can't adjust the speed of the pitch. Number 13, what is Tom's best baseball skill? A, his throwing strength. B, his hitting. C, his throwing accuracy. D, his base running. Number 14, if the Wildcats win the baseball game, what did Alabaster Jones threaten he would do? A, he threatened to make baseball illegal in Dillontown. B, he threatened to shut down Scrub Oak Community School. C, he threatened to throw Dante Delgado into prison. D, he threatened to physically hurt Doc. Number 15, what character trait best describes Alabaster Jones? A, trustworthy. B, humorous. C, greedy. D, gentle. Number 16, what was the overwhelming feeling of the Wildcats team moments before the game? A, nervousness. B, relief. C, confidence. D, excitement. Number 17, what is the meaning of the word sauntered in the following sentence? A tall lefty sauntered up to the plate, looking back at his teammates and wearing a silly smirk. A, strolled. B, slept. C, laughed. D, cried. Question 18. What was the final outcome of the baseball game? A, the Vikings won on a walk-off home run 5-4. B, the Wildcats won a game-winning hit by Maria 5-4. C, the Vikings won on a game-winning walk 7-6. D, the Wildcats won a game-winning hit by Tom 5-4. Question 19. Which Wildcat player is planning to speak about Doc at his funeral? A, Cruz de la Cruz. B, Tom. C, Frankie. D, Maria. Number 20. What did Tom find in the back of his dream sketcher? A, a note from Doc willing all his possessions to Tom. B, a drawing of Delgado's grandmother. C, a coded message from Cruz de la Cruz. D, an envelope full of money the Doc left him before he died. Number 21. What secret did Delgado confess to Tom in chapter 28? A, he was the executor of Doc's will. B, he saved Tom's mother's life on the mysterious stormy night. C, he cheated when he was a professional baseball player. D, he really wasn't from Dillontown. Number 22, what natural force affected the ball flight of Tom's hit in chapter 26 and made it difficult to catch? A, the rain. B, the wind. C, the crowd. D, the sun. Number 23, which of the following statements is an opinion? A, soon Maria was joined on the mound by all three coaches. B, Holly B, you rock. C, the Vikings now led 1-0 with runners again on first and third. D, if the Wildcats lose even one more player, they'd have to forfeit. Again, if you need to hear any of these questions repeated or answer choices repeated, you can certainly rewind through this recording to find those and listen to them as many times as you need. If you need to go back to the reading passage, the teenage workload or questions, you are certainly welcome to do that. If you are an in-class learner, make sure your answers are recorded on your answer document. If you have any questions, please let me know and we will be happy to help you.